The first question we want to talk about next is thanks. I appreciate you. So I want to talk about two more formulas, and it might be like, oh my god, this is a lot. I actually promise we almost finished with all the formulas. We already know a lot already. It's SMS, CSO should not be very hard to memorize with the acronym. Now I want to talk about is due to the sum and difference formula. So let's just say I'm gonna write down A plus B. We know this is a mixed group, right? We know this is a mixed group like this. I don't know why I write it differently. So let me rewrite this. A plus B. B. Okay. And there is a cosine of A plus B is, no, I didn't do the minus one, so I'm gonna just stick with the positive one. So it'd be cosine, cosine, sine, sine, and that's A, B, A, B, and this is a minus. So this is sum and difference. Now, how do you go to double angle identity? Double angle is what is sine of 2a and sine of 2a and cosine of 2a. So this is known as a double angle identity. Double angle identity. Why is double angle? Well, sine of 2a is equate to sine of a plus a, right? Because a plus a is 2a. And if I just write down sine, cosine, cosine, sine, and then you got a plus, so that's equal to 2 sine of a cosine of a. So this is known as the first double angle identity. So this is a double angle identity. Basically, you don't need to prove it because it come up using sum and difference, just a plus a, you're gonna get this. So can you tell me what's cosine of 2a is? Well, that's obviously cosine of a plus a. No, plus. Yeah, but the other side is minus. Yes. What'd you guys get? Cosine, cosine, sine, sine, and this is a minus, so that becomes cosine square of a minus sine square of a. So this is becomes the double angle identity for the cosine. Is this okay? Now, it turns out this is only one version here. There is actually one version for the cosine 2a, but there is actually two other versions. Two other version, you basically just convert this. You say, oh, okay, well, cosine square, I can change that. I can say cosine square is 1 minus sine square of a, and then minus sine square of a. This is from here, and this is original. So it could be 1 minus 2 sine square of a. So it becomes, this is another version. Mm-hmm.
Do we have to know both versions?
Uh-huh. Or you can convert it. Convert is easy. So for me, I don't memorize it. I convert from one version to the other version. I know cosine square is equal to 1 minus sine square. Same thing is the other one. So that's rewriting this one here. Copy. And now if I paste it, and I say, okay, well, instead of changing the cosine, I'm changing the sine square. So sine square is going to here. So that's 1 minus cosine square. And so this is equal to cosine squared a minus that. So that becomes 2 cosine square of a minus 1. So this becomes cosine 2a. Now I use a here, but most of the time I use theta. So this is called double angle identity. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, sorry, 1, 2. No. 1, 2, 3. You're right. This is another one. So this is 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2, 3, 4. That's the 4 equation that you learned today. It's basically coming from sum and difference and converted using Pythagorean identity. Now, knowing those equations, it will help you manipulate a bunch of different things. But I would like to introduce 2 more formulas, and that's it. No more formula till the next thing. So that's all the formula you're going to be using in calculus. And the other 2 formula is used for Calc BC, which is Winston 6. Nope, I'm not taking that, right? Okay. So out of those 2 equations, right? Out of those 2 equations, you can solve for sine square a and solve cosine square a. Solve. So I'm going to start with the easy one. Solve for this one. It's actually very easy. You just move the 1 to the other side. So be cosine of 2a plus 1 all over 2 is equal to cosine square of a. I basically solve for this. I move the 1 over, becomes 1 plus, and then divided by 2. Does that make sense? Do you see this? I move this to the other side, becomes 1 plus, and now divide by both sides by 2. And it becomes, this is called power reducing formula. So power reducing. Oh, you should be A. Sorry. I should have used theta, but I start with the A, so I didn't want to change it. So power reducing formula. Why do they do the power reducing? Because it reduces the power from 2nd degree to 1st degree. And same thing on this one. I'm going to move the 2 cosine square on the other side. So I'll take one extra step. 2 sine square a plus cosine of 2a is equal to 1. And I move 2 sine squared of A is equal to 1 minus cosine of 2A, all divided by 2 on both sides. Sine squared of A equal to 1 minus cosine of 2A over 2. So the only thing difference between those two is one's plus, one's minus. Yeah. So this is a power reducing. And there's something called half angle, but I'm not going to teach that. For Sophia, you probably had to know half angle. But the rest of you guys, not necessary. Now you just finish all the trig formula. The hardest part of the year is right here, is knowing all the formula. Okay, so let's look at all the formula here. So all trig formula sheet. If I just look it up here. Do you see right here? This is the one we just found. Sine 2 theta equal to 2 sine theta, cosine 2 theta equal to cosine squared theta minus sine squared theta, or equal to 2 cosine squared theta minus 1, or 1 minus 2 sine squared theta. So this is a double angle identity. I usually never deal with tangent, but as a competition, you probably have to know that, but for the rest of you guys, you don't need to know that. I'm not going to teach sum and difference, the sum to product, or product to sum, so those two is out of questions. And okay, whoever makes this worksheet did it wrong. This is supposed to write as power reducing, not half angle identity. Half angle is something else. So let's review everything. You know tangent theta equal to sine theta over cosine theta, right? Cotan equal to cosine over sine. Reciprocal identity, everybody should know by now. Pythagorean identity, divide everything by sine squared theta on all of them, and you move it around. This is a very shitty one. I'm sorry, I should search better one. Whoever come up with this is just garbage. Let's look at this one. Maybe this one's better. No, it's not better. Let me see. Why is it so blurry? I think this one looks good. From Reddit, must be good, right? Oh no, this is a... Yeah, this from Reddit. Huh? Don't trust Reddit? Huh? Yeah, what? Let's look for PDF. Trigonometry formula sheet. There you go. Yeah, this is good. Okay, there is. So you see that we already talked about tangent is equal to sine over cosine. Cotangent is theta. Cosine theta over sine theta. Reciprocal identity, we finished that. Pythagorean identity, we finished that. Even an odd function, that I will spend some more time later, but it's important. But double angle formula, we finished 2 sine theta, cosine theta. Do you see all that? And this one is I actually told you that there was a worksheet, so, and those are actually half angle formula. This is actually a good worksheet. Oh no, we're not doing all the stuff, but we're only gonna do as of right now, we only do this page. So at least I want to send it to you, this page. So I'll airdrop this page alone. I'll airdrop to you guys. Somebody post on the thing. But only this page I'm worried about. This page right now. We're gonna worry about other stuff later, but there's only this page that we worry about. But this is all the pre-cal stuff, formula sheets and stuff like that. We're gonna use this. We already talked about this. We are gonna have a quiz soon about all this formula. You have to memorize all the formulas now. Yeah. Even our function. Later I'm gonna talk about it, but okay. Any questions?
We're just memorizing the second page.
This page. So, here let me tell you what happened here. Let me. How do I download it? How do I open? Where's the save to file? File.
What did we say?
Where's recent?
And
Uh-huh.
There's reasons.
Oh, okay.
Since it might be harmful to my
No. Don't know what's that. Hold on. I'll try this again. I'll email it myself. Actually, I just saved phone here. That'll be easier. Can somebody answer that phone? You okay? So I will say like you already know SOHCAHTOA. This is a great to know, right? And this is a great to know, which is inside unit circle. We already talked about this. This is a great to know. This is a great to know. This is great to know. The test is gonna be on this. So I'm gonna put on this page, test gonna be on this. And it's missing power reducing. This too. And power reducing. Where's power reducing? Nope, there's no power reducing. But this is a good to know later. But the rest of them, this is a cross it out. This is a cross it out. Yeah, so power reducing is like this. Same thing, it's just sine squared theta instead of 1 minus cosine 2 theta over 2. And the cosine squared theta is equal to 1 plus cosine 2 theta over 2. So you already have this memorized. You already have this memorized. You already Pythagorean identity. Today we only talk about this is today. This is today stuff. And you already know the sum and difference. And that's it. So that's all the formula I need you to know. I don't need you to know half angle, but I need you to know this too. Power reducing. And how to derive it.
No, on the first page.
This first page, you already know SOHCAHTOA. Chow, Chai, Call. Yeah, you already know this stuff. So it's not additional stuff. It's just like mainly just today is this. Now I want to talk about some even function later, but not right now. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into talk about extension of this. Okay. Yeah. I think so. I'm gonna talk about extension of this. So suppose, and this is a test question. See if you guys can do it. Suppose sine of the angle A is equal to 12 over 13. And that says sine of angle B is equal to 3 over 5. Sine of angle A is in the quadrant 2. And this one is in the quadrant 1. Okay, so you have two conditions here. What? No, this I'm gonna tell you there's two angles, and one angle is in quadrant 2, and there's one angle in quadrant 1. Recognize that one is angle A, and one is angle B. So I'll circle them so that way you know. So this is angle B, and this is A. Oh, that's a. I shouldn't. Yeah, that's okay. This is B. So this is actually really easy. A lot of people make it really hard, but just understand that there's two angles. I'm gonna go draw them. So I'm gonna go draw them. Where I go draw them is I'm gonna base on here. I'm gonna say, oh, it's quadrant 2, so it's gonna be here. And this is a 12, and this is a 13. Do you know what this side is? Huh? It's not 5. This is where you make careless mistake. It's not 5. It's not 25 either. It's what? It's a negative 5. Look, it's on the left side. Sophia cannot make those mistakes. That's why you get 79s. Because that just causes the whole problem, if you realize that. Right? Those are detailed things. Hey, I'm on the left side. It's negative 5. Because the x is left. Yeah, but it's on the left. It's a plus minus 5, but you're going to go on the left. And the y is plus minus 5 because it's 12 squared plus x squared is equal to 13 squared. So x squared equal to 13 squared minus 12 squared, which is x squared equal to 25, x equal to plus minus 25, which is equal to negative 5, plus minus 5. But since on the left side of x-axis, that's negative 5. So you have to judge on a graphically understanding. Is that okay? Quadrant, sine of B. Sine of B, you can say, oh, okay, well, this is just different angle. This is in quadrant 1. This is easy. Quadrant 1. And this is actually on scale. So this is a B. And this is 3, and this is a 5. What's on the other side? 3, 4, 5 triangle. Good. So you don't even need calculations. So remember, this is angle A. So I can ask a few questions. I can ask you, says, oh, okay. Well, first one, I want a cosine of A. Cosine of A is equal to what? Cosine of A is equal to what? Yeah, you go to this one. You say, oh, okay, well, it's this over this. So negative 5 over 13. B. Can I ask you cosine of B? What's the cosine of B? 4 over 5. Now, C is going to be kind of tricky. Can I ask you what is cosine of A plus B? Well, here's a part that most people get confused. So cosine of A is, what is the sum and difference this? Why do I know sum and difference? Because you're adding two things, right? So what will be the sum and difference for cosine? Yes? Anyone? Yeah. Cosine is what? CSO? So it's a cosine, right? Sin, right? And we're gonna write down A, B, and this one becomes minus. Now here's a problem. Cosine of A, we already know, is a parenthesis. Some people still write in the front cosine. It cannot. It is already a fraction. We know that this parenthesis is equal to -5/13. What is cosine of B? Well, this is B. 4/5. Right? And there is no trig function in the front. So a lot of people say write down trig function. What is sine of A? Huh? 12/13, good. So it's 12/13. And what is sine of B? And the hardest part is like adding, subtracting. 65 -20 minus 65 of 60. Wait, 60? Hold on, this one is this one's wrong. Hold on a second. This one is no. This one is sine of B is what? 3/5. And this one's 36. So is that okay? So that's equal to -56/65. And this is the final answer. Can you find sine of A plus B? Just work it out. So Sophia, make sure you understand plus minus sign very, very well. Double check your plus minus all the time. Because one thing just leads all of them. It happened on last test, right? So you have to know like, okay, be conscious. Am I deal with positive and negative? And that's how you do well in any type of situation. What'd you guys get? 33/65? Is this pretty easy? Okay. How about I'll ask you a hard one? How about cosine of 2A? What will be cosine of 2A? And also, what will be a tangent of A plus B? Think about it. Think about it. It's not as hard as you think. Huh?
You haven't touched it.
No. But you can get it. You don't. No, you don't have to use that formula. You can use the formula you already know. Tangent is equal to what?
Okay.
So we never teach you what's tangent of a plus b, but we teach you something else that you can get tangent of a plus b. The answer is right in front of you. If you use whatever resource that in front of board, you should be able to find all the informations. I would say tangent a plus b is a lot easier than cosine 2a. Okay, tangent of a plus b is equal to sine of a plus b over cosine of a plus b, right? Can I just take 33 over 65 divided by negative 56 over 65? And this cancel out, this is going to be negative 33 over negative 56. Pretty easy.
Wait, can you like?
Yeah, I just take the sine of a plus b over cosine of a plus b is tangent a plus b. Because we didn't give you a formula for that. So you can, there's another way around it. Okay. Cosine of 2a, well, I'm going to use 1 minus 2 sine square of a. Do you remember that? And I can say 1 minus 2. Well, what is sine of a? Sine of a is 12 over 13, right? And square. So that's equal to 1 minus 2 times 144 over 169. 1 minus 288 over 169. I have no idea what is that. 169 minus 288. What's 169 minus 288?
Thanks for another great Titan day. Students, you are now dismissed.
What? 169 minus 288 is equal to 119.
Wait, Mr. D, what if I, oh, okay, I got the, never mind, I got the answer.
Where did you get the n right?
Negative 1.
I just did it on the other. Oh, because we did 288.
Today's homework, I'm gonna give you answers so that way you can check. I'll give you our answers so that way you can check. Because it's hard to check those.
Do you understand? Are you gonna need help? I will help.
I don't know. It was like, how you did it?
Every time TV because the first year of it, I was pretty credit. I'm like, no one else is free class. Easier, I'm actually kind of interested in that.
I want to see what you do that. Let me see it.
Oh. Huh? So that's why I'm doing this. That way I will have the filler class and I'm not crashing out it. But it'll bring up the credit. Is there gonna be one more for the?
Already posted.
Oh, we have.
Already posted.
That's crazy. I'm not used to that. I'm gonna do it. It's not like.
Let's get it.
Bro, what do you think you want?
And from Alpha Theta, did they release like the test like you guys did the
Or you're
first
like,
part?
no, I'm. Oh yeah, you have two of them.
Give me 1 second. I'm posting the homework. I'll give it to you.
Are you?
So I can't stay after school today, but I still want to like try to go over some of the questions.
If you stay after school,
What's your free class?
Hello.
hey,
Yo, bro. You do not follow Lennon practice, bro. He is looking. You, oh, yo, why you draw that? I don't know. I know you, bro. Wait. No, I do not. I'm already back there. I'm literally. Oh my god.
I wouldn't have gotten it.
Oh, you know what we usually do like this?
oh no.